Hey guys, welcome to my Arctic woodcutting guide. This method of woodcutting is very fast. It's a bit faster than I do, but you can't AFK it. We'll start off showing the requirements that you need to use this method, and the inventory and the gear that you should be wearing, actually how you should be cutting the logs, and then the experience you'll get from cutting them. This method of woodcutting will involve you cutting the trees down, splitting them into logs, and then low alching them. So you'll need to complete the Fremnik Isles quest to gain access to the trees, 54 woodcutting to cut down the trees and split them, and then 21 magic to low alch them. You'll also need 61 crafting to create strong woodcutting urns, which will give you bonus experience, and you may want to have 33 summoning for a beaver pouch, which will give you a +2 invisible woodcutting boost, and access to an inferno adze to give you fire making experience while cutting the logs. Okay, for the actual gear you should be using, you should be wielding a fire staff of some sort for low alching. You should have the flame gloves and the flame ring if you're using inferno adze. You could also use full lumberjack if you have that. Other than that, everything else is up to you what you wear. In your inventory you should have beaver pouches, your axe, nature runes to low alch, and importantly the urns, which will give you extra experience. A beaver pouch lasts 27 minutes and you can fill about 3 1/4 urns. So 3 beaver pouches should last you about 10 urns. Okay, so once you've got your inventory and gear set up, you want to make your way to the Isle of Netziot, or however you want to pronounce it, and you want to go. The best spot is if you take the bridge north of the bank. There's 2 trees next to the little plinth. These plinths, wood cutting stumps, are things here. They're what you cut the logs in half on. So there's 2 trees next to this one. Just stand here, and we're low alching the logs because it saves you banking, and also it doesn't interrupt the wood cutting sequence. So if you just cut a log, and then you want to get your spells set up in this way here, so that you have low alch there. And once you cut one, you want to click split log. You'll split the log, and then low alch it, and then carry on cutting. But obviously you do it faster than that. I personally always keep on the mage tab because I can see from my XP counter when I've cut a log. If you use an inferno adze, if it's 140 experience, then you know that you've cut a log. If it's 272-ish, I think it is, then you know that you've burnt the log and you don't have to click cut it. So you cut it and then low alch it and then carry on. So I click the tree after low alching anyway, but it doesn't actually interrupt the wood cutting process. So when you get the hang of it, you can speed up, and you'll slowly fill your urns. See there, 271, and you'll fill your urns up. Once it's filled, send it off for some bonus experience. The experience rates for this method seem to be quite varied. The person who told me about them said you can get about 150k woodcutting experience an hour, but so far I've managed to get 80 to 100k an hour, so I'm presuming that's based on levels. So for me, at 85 woodcutting, you'll be getting 80 to 100k woodcutting an hour. If you're using inferno adze, you'll be getting 15 to 20k fire making experience an hour. Even though it isn't much, you'll get about 8 to 10k mage experience an hour from low alching. And that's pretty much all I can say in this guide. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or corrections for this guide, please post them as a comment so that I can change the information and answer questions that are given. Thanks again.